So this is just a short video highlighting how easy it can be to make mistakes when it comes to your next investment property. Now, we work with a wide range of clients here in the UK, some based here in Glasgow, perhaps with a bit of local knowledge, and others further afield in areas such as Edinburgh, Aberdeen, down into Manchester and London. We're also increasingly dealing with a lot of expat clients based in territories such as Abu Dhabi, Dubai and Hong Kong. And what all of these clients, or the vast majority of these clients, are looking to achieve is a hands-off and hassle-free approach to property investment. We can provide this through our expertise and experience in the industry, and we provide a thorough end-to-end service which works particularly well for these clients. However, some clients will take a bit of knowledge from ourselves or companies like ourselves and then choose to go alone when it comes to their next property investment. That is absolutely their prerogative and certainly no problem with that, but it is a strategy that can be fraught with difficulty, which we'll explain here in this short video entitled The Wrong Side of the Tracks. Now, one such client, who we'll call John for the sake of this video, approached us around about 4 years ago. John had made some good money in oil and gas over the years and was based in Edinburgh, but was looking to invest in Glasgow based on the good returns available in this part of the world. So we worked closely with John on this investment. He set out his budgets, criteria and what he was looking to achieve, and we found him an excellent investment property in the Merchant City here in Glasgow. We picked up that property for £105,000. It rented at that time and has now increased from £675 a month, and that represented a gross yield of 7.71%. So really good numbers for John and an excellent investment in an area prime for strong capital growth as well. So overall a really good result, and John was delighted with that. Then moving forward, we got a call from John a couple of months later to say that he had decided to go alone for his second investment and that he had found somewhere in the Dennistoun area towards the east end of Glasgow. Now, Dennistoun's a very good area for investment when investing in the right areas, and it's a space that we know particularly well. We've got some family from the area, we've invested there personally, and we've also worked on some investments for some clients there. So we know the area intimately well from a general point of view, but also from an investment point of view. So I'll show you Dennistoun here and how it's generally structured. Towards the top here, you've got a street called Alexandra Parade, and at the bottom, the main thoroughfare in Dennistoun is Duke Street. And these two streets here are separated by what are known as the drives in Dennistoun. So you've got Roseley Drive here, Finlay Drive here, I think it's Onslow Drive here, Ingleby Drive, Garthland Drive, Craig Park Drive and Golf Hill Drive at the top. I may have mixed one or two of them up, but generally speaking, they are the drives that sit between Alexandra Parade and Duke Street. Running up and down the way in Dennistoun, you've got Craig Park to the side here, you've got Whitehill Street here, Armadale Street here and Meadow Park Street across here. And generally speaking, any investment within that grid, give or take, is generally a pretty good investment. Obviously you need to drill down into the individual property and carry out your due diligence there, but as a general, 1 and 2 bedroom properties in these areas will perform particularly well for you from an investment point of view. So as I say, when John told us he had a second investment in the Dennistoun area and he was keen for us to give our thoughts on it, naturally we were quite intrigued ourselves. So John went on to tell us the street name, which I won't give here. I don't want to give any street a bad name as such, but John told us the street name and it didn't ring any bells, and it certainly didn't sound like Dennistoun to us. So when he told us the street name, I'll show you in a bit more detail what we established, but basically to the side of Dennistoun you've got a street called Cumbernauld Road, which effectively runs from the top end of Alexandra Parade right through Duke Street and onto Millerstone Street, and running parallel to Cumbernauld Road is a rail track. And when we got a bit more detail from John, we realised that the investment he was considering, quite literally from an investment point of view, sat on the wrong side of the tracks. It was over here in an area which may be a good area in itself, but not particularly for investment. You wouldn't get the right type of tenant perhaps, you wouldn't get the monthly rent you're looking to achieve, and you certainly wouldn't get the growth that you'd be looking to achieve through any property investment. Now, a further red flag was when John told us the potential price of the property. This one was available, I think, from memory, for £65,000, and for the same property, if you were literally to lift it and bring it across back into the drives, at that time it would have been worth something around about £100,000. So £35,000 of a difference, and there's reasons for that. As I say, as the crow flies, you literally may only be 200-300 yards away from a bad investment turning into a good one, or vice versa should I say. Now, thankfully from John's point of view, we were able to steer him back from that investment. He hadn't got as far down the line as concluding missive, so he was able to withdraw from that deal without any great financial penalty, save for some fees back to his solicitor. But this example just goes to show how easy it can be to literally go the wrong side of the tracks when it comes to investing in property, whether that be, being across a rail track, being a street back the way, being round a corner. And the same principles apply not just in Glasgow or even throughout the UK, but generally speaking in any key city. You're going to get those areas which are particularly strong for investment, vibrant, great tenant audiences and that type of thing. And you'll also get the others which aren't so desirable for a number of different reasons. So, as I say, this example here of John's is a great example of how it's very easy to make mistakes when investing in property, and sometimes you literally can fall the wrong side of the tracks.